Hey guys, this is UniversalGiant, and guess what? I'm doing one too! How's that for a surprise? Doing what, you might ask? Super Mario Galaxy 2. As if you guys haven't seen enough videos of this already, I know. But this is going to be a little bit different than most of the ones you've probably seen, because as you can tell, I've already got a practice file up and started 20 stars, World 2. So this is not going to be a blind run, this is hopefully going to be a little bit more educated. Create a new game file. I'll do with this what I did with Mario Kart. I'll just take my second me with all the fancy characters. No, that's the baby. There he is. The old racer you guys have grown to know and love. Alright, so let's get this started. But I'm sure most of you are familiar with the story for this already, so I'll probably just blabber on about my thoughts about the game so far while this story plays itself out. I was really disappointed that this has basically no story. It's supposed to be a lot like the story for the first game, and that Mario's inviting Peach is inviting Mario to the castle for cake or some crap like that. The unique thing about this one is that we actually get to play in the story, which is kind of cool. They combined the introduction from the last game with Rosalina's sort of story time, and this is as close to a tutorial of the game as you get. So you just play through this thing, which I thought was really cool when I first saw it. It's like, holy crap, I'm actually playing through the storybook. But that wore off in about 10 seconds, and I realized that all this was just the same boring stuff we did before, except there is absolutely no story to this whatsoever. It's just, oh, look at all these strange characters that pop up out of nowhere that we've all seen before, but for some reason Mario and Peach have never seen before. And absolutely nothing is explained. Miyamoto, I understand that you wanted to have very little story in this game, and you wanted to do just nothing but gameplay because you think that's what people really like, but it's like you went out of your way to say, for those of you that didn't want a story, this is what you get. I hope you're satisfied with yourselves, because nothing makes sense at all. This is what you asked for, right? This is what you wanted. Why do you have to be so blatant like that? So now we're finally moving around in 3 dimensions, and Bowser's a huge, like he was in New Super Mario Bros. Wii. You'll notice that they took a lot of aspects from New Super Mario Bros. Wii and put it in here. The wall jumping is a lot better, the graphics are a lot cooler, and the story makes absolutely no sense. But I suppose that's more of a throwback to the older Mario games than anything else. I love the texture on his paw, look at that. But yeah. Bowser takes Peach for absolutely no reason. If he came up with any sort of reason at all, like if he had a co-ed bowling match or something and he needed a partner at the center of the universe, I would buy that. But there's absolutely no reason for him to take Peach. In the first game it was, well, I need somebody else to rule beside me. Everybody needs a princess or a queen or someone to rule with them. I could totally buy that. But there is no justification for why he took Peach in this game. I really hope there is. I've only gotten to the second world, so I don't know if there's any more to the story than this. I sincerely hope there is, because this is really disappointing. But this is the only real beef I have with this game, that there's no introduction. Well, that and a couple of the controls are kind of weird. But I'm sure they'll be a little less weird when I get used to them. I hope you guys don't mind me rushing through this. I just figure you don't want to watch this more than you have to. Jumping right into our first star, Sky Station Galaxy, Peewee Piranha's Temper Tantrum. If this doesn't remind anyone of the first star from the first game, I don't know what will. So yeah, here we are, first star. No surprise to anyone that's played any of these games before. You can probably skip your way past a lot of stuff in the first level. The first thing I tried instinctively was to try to wall jump off here, get to the roof. And it turns out you can skip like a good third of the level doing that. What you're supposed to do is take the green pipe down there behind the house. That'll take you to the other side of the planet. And then I think you ground pound your way through or something. You can also take a couple of shortcuts around here. Like if you wall jump off the side here, you can make your way up I'll just grab the checkpoint in case I do anything stupid like that. Same mechanics too. Coins give you health, stuff like that. New thing that I was actually surprised to find was that you have these little bonus areas over here. And if you kill all of the enemies within the amount of time you have, like this, 3 lives pop up in the middle. Get an extra life, I know what they are. And of course you get a whole crap load of star bits, which you're going to need, just like in the last game you got hungry Lumas and everything. But of course, because it's a bonus area, if your time runs out, you're sent back, and you can't go back to the bonus, which is, I guess, how all bonuses should be. I hope I'm not shivering too much, because I just had a whole ice-cold glass of juice, and I'm kind of chilly. The air conditioning's a little too high over here. I mean, this is the first time I've actually done solo commentary at home from the living room. I mean, most of the time I've just been doing it from my apartment around school, and I haven't had to worry about, like, anyone else in the house. So I hope this doesn't scare anyone else, like my parents or my brother might think that I'm just talking to myself. So here we are with... You know, I'm not really sure what I can't... I've got mixed feelings here. Like, I've really wanted to play this game so badly. And I already know a couple of my friends, actually before we get into any rant about stuff, the first Comet Medal is very easy to miss. If you just flip your way over here, ride this thing back, there you get the Comet Medal. That was the first and only Comet Medal I missed on my first time trying up to this point. But getting back to what I was going to say before, you know how much I hate spoiling things? And I have a couple of friends in Europe that won't be able to get this game for several months, even if they do or they don't want to get it, just that they don't have to. And anyone posting videos of this is kind of spoiling it for them. I know I've talked to a few of my friends about this. You know who you are. And I really feel sorry about this, but it really is on the viewers to what they want to and don't want to watch. Peewee Piranha. I feel so sorry for hurting this guy, because he's just a little baby. I mean, sure, he's trying to attack you, but he's still a little baby, and he cries like a little baby, and he really makes you feel it. I mean, I almost feel sorry for hitting this guy. I do. I know he's trying to hurt me, and I know he's a boss, and he magically spawns his egg again out of nowhere. But listen to the squeaking! I mean, that's so hilarious! I feel sorry for hitting this guy. Damn it, stop running into me and stop laughing at me. Do I laugh at you when I hit you? Yes, but I don't laugh at you in your face. Well, if this doesn't remind you of the Bowser fights from the first game. Come on, I don't want to have to run all the way around the planet like 5 times. There we go. As a first boss, he really surprised me. I thought it would be easier than that. Sort of like a Dino Piranha, I did not expect him to have a second form. There we go! We got a star! Hey, it's our first star of the game. Now the thing is, where the hell do we go with it? Because there's no Comet Observatory. We got our very first star! 4 minutes and 30 seconds, not bad. Comet Medal, I still don't know what those do yet. I think they spawn comets, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. Please don't spoil it for me. For that matter, don't really spoil anything for me, because I haven't gotten there yet. So here's this Lubba guy. I'm not really sure where he fits in with this. He's a big, fat, purple Luma. It looks like he's wearing pajamas or something. I don't know how I'm doing on time, but I figure I'm just going to try to speed through this as fast as I can and just cut the video wherever I can. This is the first time I'm going to be doing, you know, a straight recording where I don't cut off. Yeah, you want to make sure you hit "that's right" over here, because if you hit yes, it'll be an instant game over. And that goes for the second one too. If you hit yes here, you will get an instant game over and you will lose your entire save file and have to do everything over again. So make sure you hit that's right. Okay, with that done, these guys are going to magically poop out a Mario head. At least that's what it looks like they're doing. So now we get to pilot our own head through space. How cool is that? Kind of corny if you ask me, but still it looks pretty awesome, being able to run around your own head like a planet. Do we get to save? Yeah, saving is automatic.